Hello, everybody. Here we are at Chief Architect Workshop. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make changes on an existing design and do a little presentation for your client using Chief. As we all know, the clients always change things in midstream. We have the house framed up and they want to rearrange things. It's always better if you could get everyone to really force them from a design standpoint as an architect, interior designer. In general, please try to get everyone to make up their minds immediately or as soon as possible in the design process. Get them to sign off. Make sure they're really happy with what they got before you go into construction. Say it's really, really important to not slow down the process. It's really difficult to tell the carpenter to move stuff over. Structural walls, headers, all that sort of stuff is much more difficult when you haven't figured things out, or the client wants to change things. But sometimes it's just inevitable. So what this client wants is, let's take a look. This is the kitchen. It's been redesigned a little bit. We've had all sorts of schemes: refrigerator over here, refrigerator there. Kitchen designing standpoint, it's always nice. The double oven really never has to be in the line of fire. It could be off to one side. You put the turkey in and it sits there for 15 minutes. There's no need to have it in a prominent place that you're always going by. It should be off to the side. Couple design tips. Here, minimum 3'6", maximum 5. You want to be somewhere in there, 42, 48. Really nice dimension. 5 if you really got a big kitchen. I had 5 in my kitchen a while back, and I had a 8-foot counter, kind of like this also. And it works well, especially if you have someone working here, someone working there on the island, and that sort of thing. So let's take a look. What this owner wants is he wants to see what's going on. He has a conflict with what's going on here. He wants to see what this thing looks like. So we're going to do a little presentation for him. So we haven't done anything except seen this screen. Maybe a little too boring. So let's make it interesting. Let's take a 3D. We do have the. So we go 3D. Perspective view. Let's get a no, not perspective view. We want a full camera. Let's take a picture of what this thing looks like. Let's just go right there and see what that looks like. All right, there's this kitchen. This is as built. Yet another skylight over here that we got rid of. These are generic cabinets. We'll have his cabinet maker. The windows are at 8 feet. Cabinets are at 8 feet, and he's wanting to know what the heck's happening here with this thing. We also had a soffit coming here, and so let's put in a slope soffit here, which we will use as which we will do using a extruded shape at this point to keep things very simple. And then show him what happens here. The hood goes up, and then what? Really needs to go up and vent here. And more than likely, the best thing to do is just create a stainless steel cover. So we're going to just show him some of the solutions. But let's move about this very quickly if we can. Matching shape. We put some 2x4s in here to match that in the existing design. And I have a photograph of that somewhere. I wonder if I have it. Let's see. Where do I have it? Okay, let's get this thing going here. Let's go to plan view. third reiteration of this plan. What we want to do is, easiest way to do this is to go to 3D, get a orthographic view, a backflip cross section. We don't want it. It'll try to place all the data in a cross section in the building across, and all we really want to do is just get up to this face because we're going to snap to that face. So we are going to cut. Let's cut from here just to see what's going on, and then we can stop it right behind the wall. It's only going to take the information from that area to create the section. So it created very quickly because it didn't need to generate all the lines from the entire building. So that's a little cross section of the project, and that's our kitchen. We ended up flattening that out. That door is floating in space. The hell is that? That's upstairs. That's how we get into the attic. So that's how we get into the attic. It's our attic access door. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's not get carried away. Let's not lose the task at hand. What we're trying to do is worry about the kitchen. I think this is looking good. I have no issues with this. I'm going to give the client, we're going to start to give him this kitchen elevations. Yeah. And what we could do, as long as we have that here, is we just want to give him an idea of what all this stuff is. So what we can do is, let me see what happens if I just take a manual dimension. How much stuff is it going to pick up, if anything? Bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's picking up the electrical outlet. Really just showing the size of the cabinets across here. I don't know if I can edit the individual components. What I can do is maybe move them off screen because they're distracting and don't tell a story. And if we erase them, we just want to, the whole idea, the whole idea is you want to just be very, very productive in chief. You want to do things quickly. Yeah, so here what this does is this helps us. We'll just put the dimension up there. A little 1-inch scriber thing. We can even get rid of this just to not confuse the issue. Yeah, it's really 12 inches. It's really, that's really showing to that damn thing. What we really should do is if we can just go here to here, because it's really a 12-inch cabinet. And then put that guy back there. Snap to the casing. So now just very quickly we've dimensioned the upper cabinets just using that. We got rid of that just using manual dimension. I wonder if we could get rid of the island. Island is in the way. Let's see if we can get rid of this island. I don't know. Let's see. Can we get rid of the island? No. Just trying some new stuff here. All right, let's throw another dimension across there. Manual dimension again. We're just quick. Let's get this stuff. Yeah. Nah. No good. Let's give them that dimension and they can figure it out from there. On 2-footer. Nah, that's not good. Let's redo this. Yeah. Let's redo this. Let's kill this section. No, we don't want to save it because we got all this garbage stuff, and we really want to, what is this doing? Let's give the kitchen designer, the owner, real thing of what's happening in this elevation, and let's be quick about it. The whole idea in the Chief is to try to do things quickly. So again, 3D, backlip cross-section, in front of the cabinets, just past the wall, go. Now we've got them. And we can again see how we set this monster thing into that thing. Hazu Kazoo. I think he said he only wanted 48. What is this? That's 60. All right, so what we're going to do is, we don't need 60. Jesus, Kazoo. I believe all we wanted was about a 48. Tab. Let's see what happens. All right, we're going to have some fillers. The way that's shown there. And what we can do is then we can have divider trays in here, which are nice. You know, divider and a spice rack in there would be really nice. I don't know if we can build a cabinet. I've never tried this before, but let's see what happens if we stick in a cabinet in there. Yeah. Yeah, well, again, we really got to do it in plan. 5 3/4. Let me see if we can edit that. What is that? It's just a standard cabinet. It's not a filler. Let's do a door drawer. Does that help us any? Yeah, it's not showing. 5 3/4. It's not. It's just a little slider deal. Okay. Frame doors. I just want default. It's freaking out. Okay. Cancel. Okay. We have a crash. Alright, we have successfully managed to crash. I was looking for a photo, couldn't find it. Let's get rid of that. Oh, let's get rid of Spotify. Jeez. Alright, just keep it simple. Let's get rid of that. That's my girlfriend. Okay. What are we doing here, man? Let's go Control Alt Delete. Task Manager. Okay, we're gonna have to. When we crash, here's an example of when we have a system failure. Best thing to do is to end the task. And now we have my junked up screen. Let's get back to Chief. This is real life. That's what we were working on. Yes, let's get that automatically saved file back. I don't know how much is automatically saved, but we'll see what happens. Okay, where were we? 3D. Create perspective view, no orthographic, back clipped, in front there. Take a picture there. All right, is the real world where things don't always go as planned. All right, before we crashed, we were here. Chief has gotten so much better. It's really hard to crash Chief unless you're really pushing it to its limits. Very hard. I used to have been a Chief user since it was born. The product was born, which is forever. Oh, the 59.5. Let's make that 48, which is what the owner wanted. So we're redoing that, and instead we had that little glitchy thing. So let's go in here, and let's go to the plan. Now we've got little gaps there, and now let's build. So I was trying to do everything from elevation. Usually I just do. All right, we're trying to put a little, and it's saying, dude, you can't put a monster cabinet. Oh, I tried to put in this monster cabinet in there, and that's where it failed. So you can't put a 2-foot cabinet there. So let's get our control. Let's make it a 5-inch. 5 tab. All right, it's turning that into a shelfy thing because that's what Chief is doing. All right, we'll just keep it as a shelfy thing, and we'll let the kitchen designer do whatever. And let's slide it into place. There, let's copy it, Control-C, Control-V, there, and Chiefer puts it in there nicely. Now let's look at our cross-section elevation, and we've got some indication of what we're doing on each side of this thing. What would really be nice to know is some dimensions across here in a very quick fashion. Again, very quickly, very quick. That's the whole thing about Chief, is we just want to be quick. So again, let's run our string across here manually, and then we'll make things disappear, whatever doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. Dimension the cross-sectional lines, which are just the endpoints of that. Oh, look at that. We dimension the center line of the hood. All right, that's fine. This is all pretty good until we get to about here. And then it's like, what the? Yeah, let's put that over there. See how we can just grab our dimension. 13/16, so that's the filler. Okay. Filler's good. Then what? Then what do we got? We got some other bizarre dimension. What the heck are all these things doing here? Let's see. What is this? What dimension is that? 10.5. You know, at any rate. And 3/4. What the heck is this? I have no idea. This should be 1 foot. See how it's saying it's 11 and 15/16. That's some rounding error. That really should be 1 foot. Let's take a look at this cabinet here. Yeah, it says it's 12 1/8, and this is calling it 11 16. And that's just the manual. I just didn't know what to snap to, I'm sure. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of choices. I think there's an automatic dimension snap in. Okay, now what we can do is then we can overwrite these. We can take a text and just put 12 inches because we know that's what we want. That's what it is. And we can grab that dimension, put it here over the dimension we want to overwrite, And let's put a fill style as we want a solid fill on that. And what it'll do is it'll overwrite that. We stretch it out. Stretch it out. Now it's overwritten our dimension. Put that there again. 111 and 7/16 and 13/16. That's some goofy crap there. And what we're going to do is get rid of all these dimensions just with a whiteout. Let's do that now. Again, just quickly, we want to white all this stuff out because we know what that is. We don't really care. There's our whiteout block. Just a CAD line. Now we're going to alter the properties to use it as a whiteout. It's taking some whiteout. This is a nice little trick I picked up a while back. Fill style, line style will be white. And now you've got a white square. It's acting as whiteout. And you want to make sure that whiteout square is in front. So you got to go back here so it does in line style. We want it in the front group, and it'll cross out all that stuff, look like that. And all we really care about is what's really happening here. We really want this to be 2 foot as well. So what we can do is, again, let's just take this white out, tab, copy it, Control C, Control V, and just white all this stuff out. There, again, just working quickly in Chief. We want to put a 2 foot dimension there. So we will just go to Text, CAD, no, Text. Nothing's easy, is it? 2 feet. Yeah. 2 feet. There. Text size looks like I think I have 6. What is the text style? I think I use 6. That's a monster text style. All right, let's use 6. That matches more what we had before. We have 6 inch, which is pretty big, which is good because then they're freaking readable. And again, to make it look like that, we will, let's do a fill style solid to erase that and make it more match the other guy like that. Yeah, whatever. So that very quickly dimensions the top cabinets. But we still didn't do what we wanted to do. Oh, we still got some funky stuff going on there. At any rate, it is not happening there. So again, but before we do that, let's make our fake soffit. Let's do a fake soffit real quick. As long as we got it on our mind, the fake soffit. Oh my God. All right, build primitive polyline solid. Boom. This is more than what I planned on doing, but, you know, whatever. All right, there's our polyline solid. There's the angle. Let's slide this polyline solid all the way over to here. And it really should line up there. I think this was created. I think I might have put this soffit in by. This is really troubling me. Why is that there? Doesn't matter. All right. We are going to snap to there. And we're going to go here. And we're just doing this by eye. How does that look to you? Does that look about the same? It's close enough. Close enough. And we're gonna create a thickness on it. We're gonna put a thickness of 30 coming off that surface, and later on we'll tab. Okay, let's go back to plan. And it's not showing in section, so because we have a plan view set. Let's go to our default set. That's that porch. That's not showing the, there it is. That's that guy there. Can do is change the line style of that little guy to, I like that one for dashed lines. Show in plan, matches that. This is using these big fat lines. Maybe we should just use the big fat lines line style, which is more like the default big S. I think it's that. Yeah, and it's got a line weight of about 40 actually. 35, 40. Let's go 35. Just about that. And yeah, close enough. All right, there's that guy. And what we want to do is we want to extrude this shape, which we've created, all the way across there. So we take it, grab that handle, and we stretch it all the way to there. Now that's going to show up in our perspective, which we have not done yet. But let's find that perspective. 3D perspective view, full camera. Let's say we came in through the door, and we just kind of stood there like that. What does that look like? That looks like that. So we've got the matching soffit there. I think they actually put these up at 9. I think they made, instead of an 8-foot opening, see, this is at, these are at 8. I think we actually put these up at 9. So we might drop them down here in the real world. I might have to drop these down to make it, but here, now we can see what that soffit is. We've matched it there. And that's just an extruded shape. Now we want to make it the same material, so we use our material dropper. Yeah, it still has a concrete look, but I'm not going to worry about it. Could change the material to drywall materials. Select material. Let's select the material. What the heck? See, it's concrete. What we really want is drywall, so let's go to... Hi. What am I doing here? My drywaller likes the big ass sheets. We're using 1/2 inch for chief is the default. Go there. There, now it's... Alright, what the... Let's see if we can paint it. The fact that it's dithering like that means we got another funky thing going on here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Change the default. Doesn't matter. It's pretty close. And gives you arts and crafts sconces. This sconce really should be like something about there. Right there to uplight that there. You can actually change the height of the sconce. Oh, we're getting all sorts of lessons here. Height to center 92, which is 8 feet. Okay, that's cool. 8 foot is good. What the heck is that? It's like the roof plane. What is that? Roof plane. Escape. And there there's our sole skylight. But now we've got the matching soffit, which is what we actually did in the field, etc. That's the refrigerator is now placed over here. I'm not worried about this. This is just for planning purposes. All the fine tuning we can do much later, and the cabinet designer will do it. In this case, we have a separate cabinet designer, so we want to give them an idea of what we want. We want to plan this thing. And here's all the notes on there. All right, but let's go back to, it's getting a little too crowded. Let's go back to plan view. We don't need all that info. Soffit is in there. All right, let's go back to our cross section because that's what we want to communicate quickly. All I wanted to do was do a quick bada beam, bada boom. And there he is. And again, we got this 11 1/4 stray dimension thing. We're going to hide that puppy below there. No one's the wiser. Oh, yeah, who cares? So we know 2, 2, 2, 12, center this thing in there, whatever left over. The cabinet designer now knows what they're dealing with. And a fairly good idea that whatever's there, you want to center it there. You know, we're not going to worry too much. 2, 6, it's about 2, 6. It's about 2, 6. And there you got 5 feet and change. You'll work it out. Don't worry about it. All right, let's take our manual dimension. Again, run it across here. We're going to stop. There. Yeah, I know. Cross-section lines. I got that. I got it. Cross-section lines. Again, dimension, move it up to here. Well, edit undo. Let's just do an undo on that one because that ain't right. It's undoing it. Undos take a little while, but it's easier. Just trust me, it's easier than trying to re-edit everything. Where's our, how can I grab that dimension? I don't have our dimension float thingy. So we just get, still don't have that handle. Is that it? Still don't have it. There it is. And there it is. And it's got these goofy ass 3/8 things that we want to get rid of. So we want to make these things disappear. You got 5 3/8, or maybe not. Scooch them off to the side here. Let the cabinet designer play with those wacky ass dimensions. Don't care. It's quick. You want to be quick. You know, we don't want to get too much. You know, the whole idea is use our experience to you know, do the right thing. We get the idea, and really this should be 5. So we can again do our, we're going to put this down here. Yeah, we're going to hit OK. So basically we know that that's 5. We got 5. Again, that should be 2. Dimensioning to some cross filler things, but you get the idea. I'm not even gonna mess with it. That's because of the cross section thingy. Let's see if we can just that. Does that help us any? No. Does that help us any? No. Yeah, that's better. It tells us it's like 2-inch cabinet, 3/4 filler. Again, quick dimensions. We don't want to take forever on it. We could also alternatively snap on that guy. Go to here, which is appearing on the off screen. Tells us what it is. We type up the cabinet across there, and I've done that before, and it's time consuming, and I don't want to do that anymore. So there's that. Now let's go to a layout. Let's bring up a layout page, File, Open Layout. And I'm not even going to bother to mention the rest of them. Just a little. I'm going to let the interior designer come and field measure. Take it from there. She can. We'll put a little note to. Let's find that. That is. We want to find a. I believe this is the last layout I use, which is an 8x10 layout. And this way they can just print it out instead of the monster 34x36 layouts. That's the previous scheme stuff. A couple things missing. We're stealing some stuff from Skylar. Don't show that again. Yeah, that's the rendering of that. That's that house rendered, which I'm using as our thingamajibber. We had some options there. So just coloring the door. So here and there. Now we want to go there, so it'll tell us what's going on. And we're going to send that to the layout. The cross-section elevation goes to layout, File, Send to layout. You know, 1/4 inch is, let's do 1/4 inch, that's fine. And we're just going to do current screen. Instead of won't give us the whole monster thing. It'll just give us the information that's shown here. It's generating. So it only gave us a screen, which is good. Yeah, let's pop it up in there. And I can see that now we just want the kitchen to show. So all we can do is just snap it just so we get it to a kitchen view. Slide that over there. It just shows the kitchen. We want to clean this up because that's not really what's happening. There's numerous ways we can do it, but we can also put the whiteout on the layout sheet here as we have it here. So let's do a little whiteout box. And this one we'll do a rectangular box because we want to, whatever. So let's do a little whiteout box there. Boom. Edit. Fill style. Solid. White. Okay. Line style. White. Okay. Now we got it there. And if we're not careful, it just disappears on us. And we also don't want it to white out the line, so we just drop it a little short there. And because it's a polyline, we just sort of angle that puppy over, cover everything up, and now we have, that's really what's happening there. And I want to tell the owner that we want to extend this. And so we can use a CAD element here. Just use a CAD element. And just a box is fine. And we're just going to extend that cover. We buy a cover for that extends the ceiling. We're going to stop the backsplash here. So let's go back to the cross-section elevation. Here, this crap is still on here, but won't show on what we send out. And again, here's a fun little way to put the backsplash. Here's the wall Again, let's use our tool. And I'm not going to do this for the rest of them. This is a little demonstration. So let's use our CAD tool. No, build. Primitive, polyline solid. Snap a little polyline solid to there. And let's pick a subway tile. Finish. Materials. Polyline solid. Select material. Let's do tile, not a ceiling tile. Tile. Solid tile. Subway tile. We want a big ass white tile like that. I like those. So now that's our material. And just make it easier to graphically show what's going on there. And it's go to there. Go to there. And we're going to cover up the backsplash. The backsplash is like 3/4. So it should come in front of the backsplash because it's 1 inch. Snap there. Yeah, we'd use our little brake tool there. The magical brake tool. Because it's a polyline. Chief will snap to there. Covers up that outlet. But that's okay. There you go. Now we got our subway tile right there. So when we go back to our, I don't know if it'll show. Let's see if it shows up in the layout. New. In order for it to show up in the layout, we're going to have to refresh it. We're going to have to, and we're going to close this layout sheet because I don't want to do it anymore. So when we close it, it should update the layout sheet. It'll say update the layout sheet. Yes. Save it, please. It's updating the layout sheet, generating all this subway tile stuff, and there it is. Okay, we got our subway, we got that. Yeah, now we, does the job. Very quickly, we dimensioned this. Didn't take too long, I hope. And now, next elevation. We're not going to do that. That was just a little demo. All right. Floor plan, elevation. What's going on there? We want to be in front of the cabinets. We don't want to be in front of that chair. So let's take our CAD ortho back clip. There's another little tool we could use. Let's try it. Let's try another tool. Let's try another wall elevation tool. This wall elevation tool sometimes is buggy, so sometimes I'm afraid to use it. But let's see if it's not too buggy. We want just that wall elevation right there, and then that that only gives us this stuff, which is cool. See, nice and clean. We don't get all the other stuff there. Shows that there. Shows that there. This is now a sideboard, and put a little whatever there. Hey, what happened there? Oh, I went down into here and start showing. That's me recording. All right, let's dimension some of this stuff very quickly. So we get an idea of where we're at. The kitchen designer knows where stuff is at. We put our subway tile and it'll clean up, because that's kind of goofy ass looking there. Refrigerator. Yeah, we got to clean that up. That's not happening. That's not cool. I think we built that just a tad too quickly, didn't we? Yep. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do this. Or let's get rid of this cabinet. slide this all the way over there. And we're going to change that to a, yeah, that automatically changes to a double door. That is the beauty of the Chief. Smarter than the average bear. And, yeah. Actually, I want to try to get that to there. Yeah, we'll let the kitchen designer. Our job is to design. Her job is to fine-tune. Our job is to make it all be logical and commonsensical. What's our job as the architect? If we were the interior designer, we'd be massaging this quite a bit. But we'll let her massage it, or him massage it. Okay, let's go to dimensions again. Manual dimension. Let's take a manual string across 1 9/16. Yeah, I know. I dimensioned the cross sections, but it did accurately call that out as, and told us that this is going to have to be a little smaller cabinet. We want to miss the casing. Yeah. We're going to let her fine-tune, but we get the idea. So if we're going to let her fine-tune, we can just make these dimensions go away. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we're just going to, when we do our layout window, all those should disappear. And we don't need this one either. Yeah, it really should be 2 feet, 2 feet. Let's put this guy right up here. 2, 2, and whatever left over, probably a 1/8. Let's change that cabinet to 1/8. We got 21, and yeah, let's go 20 for God's sakes. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you. I'm doing that off on the other screen. We're going to change that to 20 inches. And it should scoot it back there. Let's tighten it up. Boom. Oh, ain't that nice? Ain't that peachy? And there we go. And really, that's 2 feet. Filler panel. I got a filler panel. Automatically create like a 1-inch filler panel in there. But again, fine tuning for somebody else, not for me. Just your basic idea of what's happening here. Some vague notion of dimensions, so you know what you have to deal with. And again, your field measure will tell you what you want to do. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 1/9, 1/8, 1/6, whatever. Yeah, filler panel and this. Yeah, they get the idea. I am not going to go crazy. I can, but that's not the concept here. I wasn't even going to do this, was I? But I'm here. Well, might as well at least get started on this darn thing. We might as well keep going, for God's sakes. Oh, we can. What's that? What's the dimension of that cabinet? That's better. 1-inch fillers. Oh, it's saying that the dishwasher is centered there. Centers. Good. And again, got all this garbage. whole idea is not to spend forever massaging your stuff here. Let's see. Anything that looks like a dimension that's kind of not, what the? I thought I... Or we could just use a whiteout box to get rid of all this stuff. Blessed, look at all this stuff. Oh my God. We'll clean it up, clean it up, clean up, clean up. Everybody do your share. Clean up, everybody everywhere. Do we have a whiteout box on here? All right. Here's a little tip, so you don't got to go whiteout box, whiteout box, whiteout box, but yeah, we could go. That's one wall elevation. Let's go to the other wall elevation. Oh, we closed it, so we're going to have to do a whiteout box here. Let's just do CAD, box, box, and we're just going to white all this garbage out. Oh, you get the idea. And there we go. Okay, we got fill style, solid, white. Okay, line style, color, white. And we got our whiteout box, front group. And there it is. Kind of whiten all this stuff out. We still want to make it kind of look like a cabinet, don't we? All right, the interior designer gets the idea. It's not too garbagey, etc. Refrigerator on the end. She's probably going to put a nice panel on the end there. And what the heck, some subway tile so it doesn't look too goofy ass. So let's go build primitive polyline. Hell, build primitive polyline solid. There, polyline work in, and we'll do another little thing there. Let's talk about it. Materials, polyline solid, select material. Tile, where's our tile? Tile, solid, large grout. Oh, there's our subway tile. Wall tile, okay, okay. And let's stretch it down to the countertop. Stretch it over to this wall. Stretch it over to... Yeah, let's go here in the casing. Break it. And yeah, window. Yeah, we'll just show this. Let's break it right here below the window ledge. Hopefully that other little piece will disappear. Slide that across there. Right there. Let's see if that does disappear. I don't know. No, that thing's poking through the subway tile. Yeah, I want to make the subway tile a little thicker. Let's make the subway tile a little thicker. Let's make it 1.5 inches for the sake of our 1.5. See if it gets rid of that. That thing there. Yeah, it did. See, now we're a little cleaner. Break it. Break it there. Come up. And that just shows what's happening there. A little cleaner. Subway tile there. Skylight. The slope soffit. It's a little serving tray thing. She can do whatever she wants here. She's whatever. I'm not going to detail it. And, you know, if we wanted to, what she's going to do is she's going to send this whole thing. Hopefully this stuff will not show up. So go to File, Send to Layout. If it does, close the layout box, 1/4 inch. Yes. All right. Hopefully it sends it at the selected scale. What? All right, whatever. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it did send that extra stuff there, but we will close it out. Oh, it sent this big box. So let's just make that box much smaller. I'm not going to worry about the island. She can design the island. And whatever. They can design the island. We just want to know what's happening there. And now we just got that there. It's all a 1/4 inch, nicely dimensioned. You got an idea what's happening with the backsplash very quickly. There's your little arts and crafts sconce. And now we'll throw that guy there. All right, Harry. We're almost there, Harry. Okay. Where are we? What's our time? Man, we're at an hour. That is not good. Well, you know, this stuff takes time. Stuff takes time. There's no getting around it. All right, let's put this thing here. I don't think you could draw all these elevations. You know, you couldn't draw the kitchen elevations in an hour and dimension them and accuracy and the whole Megillah. No, you could not. Impossible. All right. Good. All right, next. What's our next? That's it. Well, we got that. We don't need to show that. We ended up putting a sink in here. And she wanted some stuff there. But you know what? I am going to call that a day. I'll let the kitchen designer play with that. Although we can do here is just throw some dimensions for the kitchen designer. Let's throw an end-to-end dimension. You know, what is that island really doing? What is this thing doing here? Yeah, it's a big island. Oh, let's see if I say yes, what happens? Got a ton of dimensions. But it's fine. That's fine. 4, 6 1/4, 9, 6. That's just the way I see this island. 5, 10. Or 6. Yeah, some rounding errors, but we're not. Who's counting? Fine. Our rough truss note is there. I think that's all we got to do, and then we're going to send this. Okay, let's also turn on. In our plan view set, we're going to turn on the. Do we want to turn on that? What's happening below that stuff, or no? No, we're going to keep it simple. Let's go to a second layout page. So let's go back to our layout page. We're going to put this little. We're going to do that there. We're going to go to page 28. We're going to go to the plan again. We're going to send that file to the layout. At 1/4 inch, and just this current screen. It generates a layout set, just that current screen. And yeah, you know, in case we want to crowd more stuff on here. I don't know if we want to crowd more stuff on here, but yeah, that's all we want to do. So they can print it out, just have that stuff there. That's what's actually happening. Okay, it's there. Now, we're going to call that a day for the kitchen.